we're going to talk today for just a few minutes about inaudible messages that we give to others and to ourselves. Inaudible messages. And before we do that, before we jump into it all, I want us to take just a minute to get grounded. And if you have an essential oil nearby, like I have Serenity, I'll put a drop or so in your hand, and we're going to cup it. And we're just going to breathe in deeply. You could try lavender or bergamot or even sandalwood, and just rub your hands together, cup it up near to your nose, and then close your eyes and just inhale slowly and just let your chest rise, your tummy rise. We do belly breathing. And then exhale and let everything just fall away. We're going to do it again. We're going to inhale peace and calm. And then exhale and release any tension you're carrying from this morning or maybe the weekend. And then one more time, just inhale, calm. And exhale everything that you don't need right now. Just let it go because you're here right now. You're safe and you're supported. And we're ready to talk about the power of calm, not just the calm that we bring into a situation, but also the quiet messages that we offer others and ourselves. So I want you to think about it. Have you ever had someone tell you, you know what? You just have a peaceful presence. If so, drop a one in the comments. Or maybe someone says, wow, you are being so calm about it all. Think about that. Has anyone ever said that to you or about you? And if you're like me, maybe these compliments feel a little bit unexpected, especially when you're not consciously trying to be calm. And you might even feel like you're barely surviving. I remember comment that a colleague made to me often about my classroom. He was the behavior specialist at the school where I worked in Florida. And he and I worked very closely together because I was the teacher of the special needs classroom, the classroom for exceptional children. And I worked predominantly with students with serious emotional disabilities. And he used to tell me, you make this job look too easy. And he was right because I didn't want the whole school to see my students, especially those with the more significant behaviors. I didn't want them to see my students as bad kids. I was advocating for them to be included and cared for and understood. So, what I would do is orchestrate the environment so that when I was out of the classroom, they saw what I wanted them to see, the side of my students that was likable and fun. But I'll tell you, it definitely wasn't a daily reality in the classroom. Things looked much different on a regular basis in the classroom. But when I got outside of that classroom and was taking them to lunch or going on an outing, we always put our best foot forward. So I want you to think about yourself. When you have been in various seasons of life, maybe even right now, You're caregiving for someone with significant issues that need a lot of support. Or maybe you're over functioning at work and there's so many things going on and you really don't know how to push the stop button. And you're just so used to holding everything together for everyone else. And maybe you've learned how to put a calm presence forward, even when your soul is just craving a moment of peace. Or maybe you haven't succeeded at that yet. Or maybe it's easier for you to give a calm presence in one setting more than it is in another setting. And you're not alone in that. So today we're going to talk for just a little bit about those inaudible messages that a calm spirit sends or puts out there. Those messages that don't even need words, the body language, those silent messages, the way you tilt your head, the way your eyebrows look. And we're going to talk about how to begin offering those same calm messages to ourselves on a more consistent basis, if that's something that you find difficult. So, I want you to think about a situation where it's easy for you to walk in, you're feeling grounded and calm. Your presence might say to someone, you're not alone. I'm here for you. I can sit with you through this. Let's figure it out together. You're safe around me. It's not going to go beyond the two of us. These messages that we give to people before we even speak, they can sense it. And of course, the opposite messages, people can sense that too. So take a second and I want you to think about it. Who in your life right now, maybe even today or this past week, needed a silent message from you, a safe, silent message? And if you want to, feel free to drop their initials in the comments or just whisper a quiet prayer for those people right now, whoever that might be. Your presence around people in need matters more than you know. Now, here's where the shift comes in. You might be really good at offering peace to others, but when was the last time you said something to yourself that sounded like this? Oh, I'm doing the best I can. I don't need to have it all figured out. It's going to take time, but I can deal with it. I deserve rest and gentleness. I'm not running behind. I don't have tons of things to do. I'm right where I need to be. Or, you know what? I'm going to slow down a little bit. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And one of the things that really hits home with me, telling yourself my worth is not tied to how productive I am today. Because there's going to be days when you don't need to be an inch productive, not an ounce. So if any of these hit home, things that you wish you could tell yourself, or things that you haven't said to yourself in a long time, you're not alone. Join the crowd. So think about what I just said, some of those messages. And what's one inaudible message that you need to start offering to yourself more often? It could be one of those messages that I just said. It could be a message that you've used in the past that's helped you stay grounded in tough situations, but you haven't visited it for a while. So if you got a special calming message that you give yourself, type it in the chat or maybe write it down in your journal. Now, let's just take a few seconds and let that message land with you. Think about how it would feel to embody some of those calm messages that you try to offer others. And maybe place your hand on your chest or over your heart, or maybe tap your sternum. And I want you to breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, you can say it out loud or in your mind. Say, I'm safe to just be still right now, to let go of some of the pressure and the expectations. I'm worthy of peace and I carry calm within me. And as you breathe in, I just want you to consider maybe even using an essential oil again. I can still smell the serenity on my hands to deepen the relaxation and gently exhale. Mm. This is how we begin to treat ourselves with the same reverence we give to others. So, if today's message resonates with you, if this spotlight shed the light on something that you really feel like you want to dig into deeper, then I would love to help you practice that. And so I would love to help you extend a calm word inward on purpose. So I'd like to invite you to join me for a rethink journaling session. It's just a private session where we get together. It's a heart centered space where we spend a little bit of time exploring emotions, those layers underneath, those default reactions that we have, so that we can start to lead and live from clarity, not exhaustion or frustration. And it's just a way for us to interrupt those old patterns with more compassion, intentional compassion. And as a special gift, the people who join me for these journaling sessions, I'm offering a free digital resource on using essential oils to integrate more calm into your life. And for those of you who are in the United States, I'd also be happy to send you a complimentary essential oil sample for you to try out. So when you sign up for your journaling session with me, we'll talk about which oil you'd like to try. So let's continue on this journey together, creating deeper peace and intentionality in your life, in your own heart, not just in the presence that you or the how you show up. So remember, calm is not a performance. At least it shouldn't be a performance. It's not a mask that you wear to cover things up. It's a quiet power that you have. And the more you offer it to yourself, the more it overflows to others. So thank you for joining me and sharing this moment with me. Your presence here matters. And we'll see you next time on the Spotlight Sessions.